Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? I hope you guys are doing amazing. Welcome back again. If you're seeing my face for the very first time, you're so welcome. This channel, I talk about education, studying in North Cyprus, all you need to know about North Cyprus. This is the channel for you. And we are certified agents. My husband and I, we are certified agents here in North Cyprus. So if you want to study for this fall is September. By September there will be a new intake that will be coming into North Cyprus. So if you want to study, or your friend, your loved ones, somebody that you know that want to study for this September intake, contact me through my email. My email is always displayed on the screen. Contact me through my email and I'm going to take you through all the process, and you're going to successfully, or your friend, your loved one, or your son, your daughter, they are going to successfully arrive here in North Cyprus to study. So we are certified agents. We work directly with school. So if anything that you want to know about North Cyprus, you can even go back to our videos. You will see how we begin this process, how we welcome students into North Cyprus, and everything that, like, you can go back to my previous video and you will see it for yourself, so that you can have enough information. So yeah, if you want to study here in North Cyprus, we are certified agent. Contact us through our email and everything is going to be done successfully. So without further ado, let's get into the video of today. So it's really hot, very hot. So I have with me here a cup of water. So get yourself anything that you want to get, because I think this video is going to be pretty much, let me not say pretty much, okay, a little bit long, because there are layers to everything that I want to say, and I really want to use this video to break it down as much as I can, so you understand everything, how it goes. Get comfortable and let's get into the video. Let me start with the first stage, because everything is always good when you start from the foundation before you build the building and everything. So in North Cyprus here, North Cyprus as a country, there is no North Cyprus embassy anywhere in the world. So most African countries and other countries, why I'm talking about African countries, because I know I have a wide range of students from all over African countries that watch me and also apply through my agency. So that's why I'm putting it there. I know that there are Asians that are watching me too, but yeah, you too, you're also included. So yeah, most countries don't need visa to North Cyprus, and in the technical sense there is no North Cyprus visa. This is how it goes. So wherever you're coming from the world, you must land in Istanbul, Turkey. So that is why there is some countries they will tell you is either you use OK to board, or you go to Turkish embassy and apply for transit visa. So the word transit there, you see that it is because you're transiting Istanbul. That means you will land in Istanbul. Wherever you're coming from the world, you're definitely going to reach Istanbul, so you're transiting. So that's the reason for the transit visa. In some countries, like e.g. country like Nigeria, is either you use OK to board or you use transit visa. So like I said, like plenty African countries don't need visa. Cameroon don't need visa, Sierra Leone don't need, Liberia don't need visa. All these countries don't need visa. But if your country kind of wants you to, if you have options, you can splurge on those options, like using OK to board and to just get into North Cyprus. So this is now the really breakdown. This is the eye opener. So here in North Cyprus, because the main thing is that all they need for you is to be a student. You get your conditional letter, you pay your tuition fee, you get your unconditional acceptance letter, then you board your flights and you come during the semester. You cannot just come, you have to come when is the period of your semester. Like now we are in September, as in we are in July. The next semester that is currently open now is going to be September, so you have to come within September. So yeah, so this is the point. Let me not, because there are so many things entering my head, I just have to focus on the points. So like I said, now whether you come with visa, you come with OK to board, whatever, this is the body of how it works here in North Cyprus. So if your country don't need visa, you come, like you're coming from Cameroon, you're a Cameroonian and everything. When you land North Cyprus airport, we call it Ejan. but the pronunciation is Ecan. That's ERCAN. That's if you're calling it in the English form, you call it Ecan, but it's Ejan. That's how we pronounce it here in North Cyprus. So yeah, wherever you're coming from, you're going to land in our airport. We have one airport, which is the Ejan airport. You're going to land in an airport. So when you get to the immigration, you do all the things that you need to do, your passport and all that. They will stamp you 60 days. So whether you're coming with okay to board, or you're coming with visa, you didn't come with anything, you just arrived there, or you came with Turkish transit visa, this is not Cyprus. This is not Cyprus. It's not Turkey. All that is needed is for you to land at Ejan airport. They will stamp you that 60 days. This 60 days is what is the deal. This 60 days is the main thing. So nobody will ask you, oh, are you coming with okay to board, are you coming with transit? No. When they check you that you're a student, they have all your information. So they will just key in your name at the immigration, and they see all your profile and everything. Some cases they might just ask you just to verify and all that thing. So they will now stamp you 60 days. That is your entry. So you now enter. Then because of COVID, of course, you know you have to do quarantine for 14 days. All African countries is 14 days. So if you're an Asian watching me, that means your quarantine might be 10 days or even 14 days, because like Indian is 14 days. So yeah, so when you arrive our airport, Asian airport, they stamp you 60 days. They stamp you on arrival. Then you go to quarantine for 14 days. After quarantine, now this is the next step. This content that I'm giving is a premium content because this is what I break down for my students. Anyways, all right, so after your quarantine, you're advised to go to school to do your registration. When you finish your registration, then the next step is for your school portal to be open. When your school portal is open, now you now have access to everything that students have, and also now you now have access to do your student permits. So this is the main deal. Okay, you know, like America or UK, I believe, when you're coming from your home country, you already have, if you have your visa, you already have student permit for how many number of years or whatever. But in North Cyprus, you just arrive. When you arrive, you do your quarantine. After your quarantine, then you go to school, do your registration. After registration, now your portal is open. Then you can now do your student permit. This student permit is what it's just the word, like student permit is what makes you legal in North Cyprus. Okay, so as a student, so you do your student permit, and the cost is about, as of today that I'm recording the video, everything is within the range of $100, because you have to do your medicals and you have to pay your tax, medicals and tax, you have to pay that. So now they do it September to September, so it's every one year that you renew your visa. 1 year, your visa lasts for 1 year, whether you're an undergraduate. This leads me to some questions that people are asking me. Since I'm an undergraduate student, can I do my student visa for 4 years or so? No, you can't do it, because things has changed. During my time, 2010 and 11, 12, we used to do it 2 years, but now no, you have to be doing every 1 year. The reason for this every 1 year is because some students come here and they don't go to school. They just get the 4 years or 2 years and they don't go to school. So now they are checkmating every student. So it's going to be 1 year. You keep renewing and renewing. So this is the main thing. So your student permit is the main thing. Your student permit is the main thing now that you have. September to September is every 1 year. All right, so now let me now break it down again for the residency, because we're talking about residency in this video. Okay, if I didn't mention from the beginning, but you can see it on the title. In this video I'm talking about residency. Okay, I'm talking about residency, how residency here in North Cyprus work. So now I've break the beginning, when you're coming and everything, all that you're going to see and everything. Now you've gotten your 1 year student permit. This is now your student residence, so you can stay in North Cyprus for 1 year. You're legal. You can travel to your home country, or you can travel to the embassies that are here. If you have your visa, like if you get visa to UK and everything, you can travel and come back without no problem, because of that your 1 year valid student permit. So this is how it is: student residency, student permit, or we can call it mujirat. That is the Turkish name, mujirat. Okay, so this is how residency for students works. I hope you're clear. So now let's go to the aspect of a worker, just like myself. I was once a student many years ago. Now I'm working. I migrated, and this is another good question, because some people ask me that if I come like a student, can I, after the years, like when I finish, graduate and everything, can I have now residence and all those things? So yes, it's possible, but it takes longer time, other than other countries that you know of that takes 3 years and all that. But in North Cyprus, yeah, let me not digress, let me go. So now we're talking about the work permit, like myself. So this is how it works. I was a student. When I finished, I got a job, then switch over to work permits. Work permits now is going to be written, because everything is on the there's a lot. Let me just concentrate on this one, and I will tell you the changes, the recent changes that happened. Okay, so for work permit now, your company are the ones that are going to be doing the work permit for you. And during my time when I did it, it was, you have to pay 1,000 euros. It was my company that paid for me. Even my husband, it was my company that paid for him as well. So that is for insurance or something. That 1,000 euros is still going to be given back to you. Okay, this is how this, I hope I'm not just everywhere, but yeah. So this is how it works for the work permit. So for the work permit, this is how it works. Your company is in charge of everything, all the papers. All they need from you is just your passport and everything, your international passport. They will do everything for you. But I know that you have to pay 1,000 euros as of when I did it. I don't know the current one as 2020, but I still believe it's still 1,000 euros. Okay, so your company is in charge of all those documentation. You don't have anything to do. It's just your company that will do everything for you. They will switch from student to working for you, all those things. Like, there is no problem. They'll just tell you, give me your passport, and they will do everything. So yeah, they'll pay 1,000 euros. In some cases, some company tell you to pay the 1,000 euros, but some company pay for you. So this is it. Now, if your company pay for you, it's two ways. They pay the money for you, and there is nothing you can do about it. Like, you don't, what I mean is that because this 1,000 euros is something that is refundable. If you're done working in the company or in the country and you want to leave the country, you can still go and get that. Your 1,000 euros is like an insurance. So now, in the case if you didn't pay anything and your company paid the 1,000 euros for you, that one is not your concern. You're not going to claim any money, because it's the company that paid for you. But if they did it in a way that the company paid the 1,000 euros for you, then they started cutting the 1,000 euros from your salary, then of course the money is your money. So when you're done with the whole thing in North Cyprus, like you're done working and everything, you want to relocate to another country, or you want to go back to your home country, you can go and request for your 1,000 euros, because obviously they cut the money from your salary until you paid everything. I hope you're clear. So now they've switched your student permit now to working permit. That's working residency. So now you're under working residency. You're You're not a student. So some things, like even during the COVID, I did on my video. I think I will link that video. I did on my channel here. I think I will link that video when I was telling you that the government was paying us even when we were not working last year during the COVID. Government was paying us because of all this insurance and all those things that is being done by the company, because you're a resident. Like, you're not like, because you're working, you're a worker. So they don't give those money to students. It's workers that they give money. So they paid us for, I think, the 2 months that we were at home last year. They paid us some amount of half of our salary. Actually, they paid us half of our salary last year. So that is how it works for working permits. So now everything is under working permits, and like, how will I say it, like going to hospital, all this stuff. And also again, if I didn't put it in the student permit, as a student you have free, this is a serious topic that I didn't put in that student permit. As a student, you have free access to the government hospital, so you can do anything with your student ID card for free. So that also, because that also for I don't know if I start going into different details, I will not be able to hit the point. So I just want to hit the basic point. So yes, you have free medical care for a student. Also for working, is under your insurance, so there are limits to things that you pay and the things that you not pay. But I think students own are a bit more cheaper than working anyways. So but you still have free medical services and all of that. So now you're living in North Cyprus with a working resident, so you'll be doing it 2 years. We did 2 years, we've been doing 2 years. However, we heard that this year 2021 that they've changed it to 1 year. I've not done it. My own will soon expire. When it expires, I will give you guys the information if it's still 2 years or 1 year. I will let you guys know. But for students, your student permit is every 1 year. That one has been there for about, I think, 5 years now or 6 years now. It has been like that. But for working, it has always been 2 years. 2018, yes, that's when we did the last one. 18, 19, 20, sorry, 2019 we did the other one. So it is expiring this 2021. So I'll give you guys information. I just heard that now they're doing it every 1 year for working, for workers too. So yeah, so this is how residency is. Then the main word residency permit is, so the main word residency, like people that want to now, like, oh, Cyprus is my home, this is where I want to stay. You have to be working in North Cyprus for 12 years. That is where you can now have their residency, their card. And subsequently, yeah, that is how, when you now have their residency. I wish my husband is here, but I'm going to put some write-up on the screen so that you get the information. So but how residency is that you cannot be here, you will not be doing every 2 years like we workers are doing, or students doing every 1 year. You have to be working, not like student, you have to be working for 12 years here in North Cyprus. Then you cannot have, they call it mat and dash. So you cannot have your residency here. Now you don't have to pay any money and everything. You're just a resident here in North Cyprus. And any information that I didn't put concerning this residency, this part, I'm going to put it on the screen because my husband is not around for him to give me more information, but I'm going to write it on the screen. So yeah, this is how residency, student permit, working permit works here in North Cyprus. So don't get it confused when they say okay to board or they say transit visa and everything. Cyprus has a different way of operating. So I think, let me just summarize, and I think I've covered all that I need to cover. So first of all, I talked about how you come to North Cyprus. If you're a Cameroonian, nothing, you don't need anything, you just pay your school fees and everything, and you pay your flight ticket and you come over. If you're a Nigerian, you have 2 options: to use okay to board or to use transit visa. So Turkish transit visa, it depends on you what you want to use. All those things, not all those things, how you came to, the point is that how you came to North Cyprus doesn't matter. What matters is that you're a student, you've paid your school fees, you're legal. As in, when I mean legal, is real admission letter, is you paid school fees. When you get to our port of entry here, they're going to check, or they'll just type your name and they'll see that if you really paid your school fees and everything before you arrive and everything, they will not stamp you 60 days. This 60 days is all that matters here in North Cyprus. So anyhow you came in doesn't really matter. What matters is that when you arrive here, they check you that you're a student, they stamp you 60 days, and when you get your 60 days, you proceed to quarantine. After quarantine, you go to your school registration, you do your registration and everything. Then you now open your student portal, you pay your tax and your medicals, and you get 1 year student permit. Every 1 year you'll be renewing it. Every 1 year you renew it. So if you want to now climb up to another ladder of becoming a worker here, also again, the student working permit. Okay, Also again, there's something they call student working permit. You can also still be a student schooling and also have a student permit. So this student permit in a way gives you more leverage to be working, as in to be working and be studying here. You opportunity to be working and also be studying, so they call it student working permit. You can also have that one, so you're still schooling but you also have student working permit, so they know that you're working here. I hope that makes sense. Then if you want to when you're done with school and everything, 1 minute, let me drink water. When you're done with school and everything, then you get a job or a company or something, they employ you, then you can now become you can now be using working permits, which I'm using. You can now be using working permits. Now you don't have anything to do like a student. Everything is like they consider you, like not like they consider you're a worker, so everything is you pay your tax, all those things is going to be included in your salary and all those stuff. Then you'll not be renewing 2 years, but like I said, I heard an information that it's going to be one year, but I don't know. I've been renewing it every 2 years, so that is called working permit. Then for residency, you have to be working for 12 years in North Cyprus. So when you now get to the mark of 12 years, they will now give you what they call matandash. Okay, so this is how residency works here in North Cyprus. For all of you that want to jackpot, all of you that want to migrate and all those stuff, this is how it actually works here in North Cyprus. And I hope I've been able to break it down enough. Yeah, if there's anything I didn't cover, you can ask me, then I'll probably, if it's something to make a video, I can make a video, but if it's not something, I can just reply you straight up. Thank you guys for watching. And lastly, don't forget, we are certified agents here in North Cyprus, and the fall semester admission is open. This is the season for September, so if you want to study from September, this is the time for you to send in your documents and everything. My email is always displayed on the screen from the starting of my video to the end of my video. Contact me through my email, and we're going to do everything for you, because we are satisfied agents here and we work directly with school. We're going to do everything for you, and you're going to arrive here in North Cyprus. Alright guys, so thank you for watching. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.